This is the sunrise today for Monday, June 23rd. And of course my dogs are in the background because I left the room. Every time I leave the room, they have a tantrum. So, oh my goodness. Don't they sound like they're taking away from this moment? Hold on again. Okay, I got them taken care of. Sorry about that. Oh, look over there, guys. It's not quite as, well, I don't want to make any insults, just I would never do that to my kindergarten work, but God wasn't being fancy schmancy showing off this morning. Oh, that's okay. Which that takes a lot of work getting all of that. Well, it's not all the way fully up. It's 6 o'clock right now, so let me turn this thing around so I can sit and do what's behind me. Hold up. All right, there it is. Coming up even more magnificent. Okay. Take these glasses. It's quite humid. I just got a shower and whew, it's quite humid out here. Today it says, I let go of negative thinking. We have learned to protect ourselves from others, from unscrupulous business deals, or people who will use us and break our hearts. And don't we all know about that, huh? This protection can take the form of a shield or box or cage. Unfortunately, it can also limit how we experience our good. Most of us can spot negativity in others. How often do we hear, they won't let me succeed, or the deck is stacked against me? And how often do we say something similar? This kind of negativity stops the creative process and keeps us locked in the same system we claim to dislike. So a lot of us, I'm not saying everybody, like for YouTube, it says, you know, it's stacked against me. Only these kind of people are going to grow on here, or this or that, you know. I guess kind of like blaming it on everybody but themselves instead of looking at the negativity as something they're portraying. I don't know. Let's finish this. Becoming aware of and releasing our negativity is essential to our growth. However, positivity is more than the absence of negativity. It is the practice of radical possibility in our ideas, actions, and words. It is remembering our divine nature and our access to all the attributes of God already hardwired within us. For mortals, it is impossible. Let me say that again. I don't have my glasses on. For mortals, it is impossible, but for God, all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. For mortals, it is impossible, but for God, all things are possible. So what do you think Matthew was trying to say there? Do you think that Matthew was trying to say that, you know, we can't do anything without God? I know there's a lot of people that, you know, I'm not pushing God on anybody, but I will spread the word of what God has done for me. So we have to learn to trust, and I've always trusted people, but I guess I'm a bad, what do you call it? What kind of character someone has, and I actually trust in people. But like I said before, if you lie to me one time, then that's it. I just can't give any more second chances. My heart has been broken, and I try not to be negative about things, but sometimes how can you not? I mean, you think you have a really good friend, and then when you need them, they just poof, gone, you know? Like I told you, my friend, since first grade, and I mean, I'm going to be 60 years old. That's a lot of years being friends. and to say, oh, I'm sorry, to hear that, you know, when someone that I cared about passed away, didn't want to listen or anything. So that's not a good friend. I'm not saying that I'm the bestest friend, because there's some things where I get sidetracked and then I forget about some things or obligations that I had. That's why I have to set a million alarms, and it's not intentional that I set, you know, I make time for someone and then I forget about it. It's not intentional, because even Mrs. Paula had to set alarms for me for the live on Saturday night. Mrs. Paula does retirement. Check out her channel. She's awesome. So she had to set alarms for me too, because even though I have them set, sometimes I turn my alarms off and then I go by, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I got that, but anyway, let's get back to this. So we want to let go of negative thinking, and that is something that's really, really, really hard, and we all need to do, you know, some self-help on ourselves. There's no one that's actually perfect but God. And the affirmation on here, it says, I release habitual negativity and embrace infinite possibilities. Would you like me to repeat that? Well, I will. The affirmation is, I release habitual negativity and embrace infinite possibility. How beautiful is that? How about the sunrise behind me? Is it coming up better? I think there's some fog on that too. Last time we talked about determination. How many people found anything from that in changing things with your channel and stuff? Like, did you guys look into some of that or no? Okay, I'm not a teacher. I can't give homework anymore, I guess. So, yeah, that's negative thinking. My brother I'll just tell the story real brief. Hopefully I'll tell it real brief, because I'm very hot out here. It's humid. My brother who I care for, my brother John, he's 9 months younger than me, and so right now we're both 59. Tomorrow I'll be 60 and he'll still be 59. We're 9 months apart. We're Irish twins, what they call it. So his head injury has caused him to have a lot of negative feelings, like everybody's out to get him, like, oh, they were in my room when I wasn't here, or, you know, silly things like that. And I'm trying to teach him that these negative thinking that he has all the time is drawing more negative into. I can see it. It's like the little negative things are just flowing right into him as he's saying all these things. And I even took my sage, my big giant sage, and was trying to smudge him. You know how you use sage to smudge the spirits, but you know, I worry about him because he's out on his own now, and he can get his mouth, because he has a very loud, obnoxious mouth. There's no filter. And I'm just afraid he's gonna tick somebody off, and, you know, people got guns and things like that, and, you know, I do know, but I'm trying to teach him that negative thinking is attracting more negativity. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry this is all mumble jumble, but I got things on my mind. I got those, I have knee injections, because my knees are cartilage on cartilage, and I'm getting the set of once a week for 3 weeks. They put gel under my kneecap. So, I'm going to have that, so I'm thinking about that, and it hurts, but once you get it done, the 3 things done, it lasts for about a year. So I just have to get it done. But my doctor's very nice looking, so I think he's scared of me because of my personality. So I'm going to get that done. So guys, hey, believe in it will be. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope your sunrise is magnificent too, without the fog. But hey, this is God's world. He could do whatever he wants with his art, right? We have to observe it and find the beauty in everything, right? Okay. I think that's it. Love you guys. Believe, and it will be. You know what? Spend some time with a loved one today after work. I know we like to plop on the couch, but plop on the couch next to your loved one and learn to take at least an hour, half hour, just to spend time venting and telling each other what happened in their day. Okay? Even though you live with someone for 40 years, you might not know everything. Okay? Love you guys. Bye-bye.